So recently, B. Simone went on her podcast and said something that got a lot of people's feathers ruffled. I believe there's a misunderstanding in something she said. It's just her delivery was just jacked up. Now, I want y'all to know that I'm not a B. Simone. I can't say I'm a B. Simone fan because I don't really know her. I know she's from the Grove. Shout out to PG, Texas. Um, when I first heard her talk, first thing I thought was before I even knew who she was, pretty much, her name was out there. And I saw her talk. I said, that chick sound like she from the Grove, like she from Dallas, like for real. And sure enough, when I looked up her, seen her talk, doing more interviews, and then looked her up. Yes, that's where she was. She was from PG. So anyway, other than that, like I said, I don't know much from her, about her. I haven't seen any of her work. I know she said something jacked up and disparaging about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But other than that, I just haven't taken the time out, to watch. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna get into this story because, like I said, I think people got a misunderstanding about what she said and exactly where her finances are. So we're gonna go to blavity.com, and it reads, B. Simone dragged for saying she has to shop at H&M now instead of Bloomingdale's due to budgeting issues. It says B. Simone is back in the spotlight for her recent comments about shopping at H&M. Social media users are dragging the popular social media user for her recent comments on a recent episode of Let's Try This Again with B. Simone. The podcast description on Apple Podcasts reads, join me as I virtually document and take you on my healing journey. I think recently she said she's a minister now, and she was preaching like in a short skirt, in front of a bunch of women, like a few weeks back. But I don't know. Everybody got to hustle, right? Everybody got to make money. The first clip in question is one where B. Simone's best friend, Shakina, opens up about financial struggles, revealing that she did not lean on her successful friend at the time for support. Now, before we get into this video, let's see. It says, to not have resentment in my heart toward you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through, she told B. Simone in the clip. Nobody gave me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God has to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. Shanika continued. I had to get my car repossessed. I had to go through the food stamp line. I had to be on Medicaid. And as a friend of somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. Now, this okay, so here's the thing on this. When people see you have money, I don't want to like specifically speak on this situation because I don't know these people at all. But when people see you have money, a lot of times, well, the majority of the times, they don't understand how you got there, what you did to get the money, to get your success, or to be comfortable. Hell, you can just be comfortable to have like a little change. When I say money, I don't mean like having like millions. Sure, you can just be able to pay your bills and save a little bit on the side and can go to work, what I'm saying, every day and just stack your bread. You know what I'm saying? Just live the life you want to live. People see that and they think you made it, you got it. And sometimes people want to jump on that bandwagon. Sometimes people got resentment that of what you got, not understanding what you went through to get there. I've told y'all stories where when I was going through nursing school, when I first got divorced and I didn't have a job, I was out there struggling. Somehow I got an apartment, living off of credit cards, living off of 401k, student loans. I was living off student loans, trying to get through school, but that's what I had to do because I had a plan and I had a goal and I had to reach it. So I had to do what I need to do. Not taking out student loans and had a job and then want to start school and then quit and live off that money, trying to scam the system. No. Was doing this to get through school, to pay bills. Because in order to get through nursing, really they don't want you. When I was going to school, they didn't want you to have a job when you was in nursing school. Did not. You know what I'm saying? They find out, quote unquote, they find out you had a job in nursing school, they're gonna make you choose. They choose a job or choose nursing school, and they'll put you out. Stuff like they had to sign a contract and all that stuff. So they try to be strict about it. It was crazy, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get through it. People don't see that, you know, the struggles I had to get started. People don't remember, so people don't know that every other weekend I'm going to West Dallas to the wrecking yard to getting parts for my, what was it, 2004 Impala SS that was barely working. No heat didn't work, air conditioning didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like it should have. I mean, going through motor mounts every week. I mean, I was going through it, driving to Denton and giving plasma instead of trying to, something to get money to eat and get gas. People don't understand that. So as time go on, they see you have it. And I'm just talking about my experience because and I'm putting it on to the story. So somebody asks you for some money or needs something, they don't see everything you went through. All they thinking about is their struggle and their problems, which 9 times out of 10 are self-inflicted. And they need some help from you, and you be like, okay, I might got a couple of dollars I can give you this, what I'm saying? But the problem is when they keep coming back, they keep making the same mistake. They think because you got $10 and they got 50 cents, then you should give them at least a couple of dollars. You still got eight. Well, shoot, I need something. Just like you got to live off what you got. My life is not your life. Our lives not the same. You might can survive on $2. I survive on 10. You get what I'm saying? So you borrowing $2 from me can hurt me more than help you with those $2. With those $2. But nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about you. Go to, yeah, I was on food stamps for my kids. Had my kids on Medicaid. Had to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And but also what's crazy is I have a mother and father who are still together. Who are from what I see have done well. They've both retired from their careers. Still, dad been retired from where he worked there for years and getting paychecks from like two places, city and the county. I've had that. They're stable, middle class, upper middle class, what I'm saying, retired people. I could have easily moved in with them, after I got the divorce, try to start with them, but my kids was on the other side of town and I didn't want to do that. School was on the other side of town. The jobs I was working at off and on, trying to stay in school, was on the other side of town. And I'm looking at my car like, I can't be doing that much driving in this car, trying to make it. But I never utilize or try to ask a lot from my parents. I think I asked for little while I was doing it. So I mean, they helped me when I so they helped me. They was there, they was available. They always told me they always come back home. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I gotta get out here and do it on my own. How I that's how I approached it. Like I said, and I had a support group to where it could have been my journey could have been real simple, real easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, simple, not easy, but it's a lot simpler. And I probably could have got through school a lot, a lot easier. But the path I chose was to be a man, stand on my own too, and make it happen for the most part. But people don't see that, don't care. So it's like when she said that, what she say? As a friend of somebody who has it, it's hard to digest because a lot of times people give money to people who really, I ain't gonna say don't need it, but people you shouldn't give it to because they're gonna squander it. A lot of times, people that are on, and that's something I've seen in my lifetime, that people who are doing bad, like I said, it's about choices that they made. So when they really hard on their luck, now they want to come and ask you for some gas money, $5, $10 here, $20 go get something to eat, stuff like that. At first, you're like, okay, that's cool, but then you start to think, wait a minute, what is this person doing in their life? Because every day I'm doing something to better my life. Every day, doing something to better my life. And I don't ask people for nothing. But yet, this person is steadily asking, and their life ain't changed for the better. They're still doing the same thing they was doing before they asked for that $20. So the question is, like I say, not the question, but so what I'm saying is usually people give money or give things to people who you probably shouldn't give it to because they're not going to appreciate it, and all they're going to do is squander it, and then they'll be back begging for more. The family member with the multiple children, the multiple baby daddies or baby mamas, or and who ain't really working, who living off the system, not trying to do too much in life more than what they're doing. That's usually the person that grandma get a house to. But then in a matter of if a year or two, that house is tore up, the taxes ain't paid, and within 5 years, that house belongs to an investor or to the county or whoever the taxes belong to, and somebody else finna buy it, tear it down, and rebuild a new house, and that neighborhood is about to be gentrified thanks to that grandma, giving a house to that one person who ain't really trying to do right. They give that person a car, but she need a car to go to work, and she got all these kids, and she need help. So I'm just gonna give her my car, let her drive my car every day. Let her drive your car every day, and a lick of gas in it. When she give it back, she don't put gas. She don't give you money. You help watch her kids. She don't give you money to help watch her kids. She don't give you money for food to feed them children. She don't give you money for gas for your car. Nothing like that. But she'll have a no count ass dude in her, that she's dating. And that dude will drop her off at work and drive the car all day. And she'll stay with that dude forever. I mean, what I'm saying? Put it with all his mess. But when you as a family member be like, hey, I'm going to need you to pay me a little money for this. Because if you had daycare, you had to pay it. Right? Go to the grocery store. You can't walk in the grocery store and just open the fridge and eat something and walk out the grocery store. You got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You driving your own car, ain't got nobody, and ain't nobody else with you. You got to buy gas for your car. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand, and then they get mad when you call them on them not growing up, or not being an adult. And it's like it's not. I mean, it's just life. But I always say, if you want to know how somebody feel about you, how much they love you, how much they care about you, just tell them no one time. Tell them no one time and watch how they react. And you'll see exactly who's on your side and who's using you and who's abusing you. Because everybody is used, you know what I'm saying? But abuse is another thing entirely. Okay. This sent social media into a frenzy, with many users questioning why B. Simone acted as if she was just made privy to her friend's struggles during the conversation on the episode, and others speculated how she could sit by and watch her friend struggle. And that does disturb me because like I said, I don't know that situation, don't know these people, but if your friend is trying to make it and she's actually doing things to come up, I understand she can struggle. Now, you don't want to just hand her money, you know what I'm saying, hand her house or somewhere to stay, stuff like that. I mean, if you want to sleep on your couch, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get out there and get it. If she want to make this money, she got to come and do what you do to get that hustle on. If she ain't got that hustling spirit, then no, I'm like, nah, because the person got to figure out what their strong point, what their niche is first, really, before they should be out there trying to ask for help. Because when they don't know what the heck they trying to do, all they're going to do is just flip flop. They're going to go back and forth saying, oh, I can do this. Then it's back, oh, I think I can do this. Oh, I think I can do that. And all the time looking for help, but they ain't going nowhere. But my thing is, this her best friend, and hell, she on a podcast with her. And if they coming up together, then yeah, that's kind of throw it off if B. Simone didn't help her. But like I said, I don't know that story, so the full story. So we're just going by what's being said. Let's see. Quote, I feel like it's a breakthrough with what I'm creating with this app, she said. Just my finances, like the budgeting. You see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. And I noticed in me now, just nitpicking, I just don't have it to spend the liquid. This is I'm used to having liquid. And because I invested in this app and this platform, I don't have the liquid. Now, before I finish reading that, let's watch the video that's being played and why a lot of people think that she's broke.
Just my finances. Like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
But you're
just.
So first thing is, she's like, why in the hell is she crying over this? Like she's trying to get sympathy and empathy over nothing just because she's emotional. Emotion. That's why people say you don't make decisions off emotions, because you see what emotions can do. People try to use your emotions to get you on their side, when really this is not even the time or the place or the conversation to do that. To sit here and actually try to cry talking about I don't have it liquid. Then you say liquid. I don't have a liquid. That right there let me know that B Simone not broke. B Simone just had a budgeting issue. Like she was saying, she's got a budgeting issue and it's time for her to step back. See, a lot of times people, and like I said, I saw videos where people were saying that B Simone is broke. She's not broke. She's not broken. And she's just, and let me tell you, let me show you why. Let me finish reading this. I'm gonna show you why. Well, she said we had to go, and I noticed in me now, just nitpicking, I just don't have it to spend the liquid. I'm used to having liquid, and because I've invested in this app, in this platform, I don't have the liquid. I got the money, but not yet. It's coming. I have it in assets. I have it in jewelry. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account. B Simone is not broke. B Simone money and wealth is somewhere else besides money in her account. I remember Jerry Jones said when he bought the Dallas Cowboys, he tried to go to a department store with his wife, and back in the day, he used to be able to do this. He go to the counter, try to pay for something with the card, and the person behind the cashier cuts the card up. I mean, it's something they would do. Like I said, they'll try to scan it. They'll call the company on the back. You all remember this back how I used to work at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give you a check, it'd be a check with no name on it. You had to call the bank and get the route number, the account number, verified. And if they verify, they give you like a number to put on the back of the check. You sign it and you put in your register just to say the money is there. Stuff like that. Or like I said, the credit card wouldn't scan, and some kind of notification come up. You call a card company and they'll say, okay, we need you to keep that card, confiscate it, and cut it up. That stuff used to happen back in the day. But anywho, Jerry Jones had the money. Jerry Jones had just bought the Cowboys. Jerry Jones just had to wait till that money started back kicking in. See, thing about people understand in the business world is that a lot of times you can take 3 steps forward. You may have to take 1 or 2 steps backwards to go like 5 steps forward. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you're not going to always succeed. Most people who are successful go through hard periods, go through times where they have to struggle, but they see the bigger picture. That's the only way you're going to make it. If you think your life is going to be simple and you're just going to take steps, every step you do is going to be successful, you're sadly mistaken. What Denzel Washington just said, if you haven't failed, then you ain't succeeded. Say, yeah, if somebody said, if you haven't failed, then you ain't tried. That's what they say. Yeah, if you haven't failed, you ain't tried. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she's telling you here that she having investments. Like I could say, like, I have like little small investments, whether it be like stocks, whether it be like the 401ks, the IRAs, hell, even got like what do you call it, precious metals, things of that nature. Like she said jewelry, but I got like precious metals, stuff like that. I can say I got a lot of money, like I say a lot. I got hell, compared to people with a lot of money, I got some money in that stuff sitting there. Can't spend it. If right now I say if I paid every bill, paid off everything, paid stuff. Let's say if I had $100 to my name, I'll be sitting here like, dang, I got $100 last me till payday. Let's say it's Friday, right? I got $100 last me, $50 to my name, or $20. It's been, I'll be like, dang, I ain't got no money, liquid in the bank account. But I got other things where I got assets in the, let's say, tens of thousands. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm broke. It's just that I don't have the cash. I can't just like go in the bank account and just pull out, a bunch of money to do what I need, to go do what I need to do. But it also talks about spending. She talking about going to Bloomingdale's. Now, B Simone, I looked her up and, wanted to say like, how does B Simone make money? And she makes it in television and acting. Like I say, like I said before, she's a comedian, right? She's an actress, comedian. She said she gained fame on MTV's Wild 'N Out since 2017, earning a regular salary for her comedic performances. And she appeared in reality series. She's a stand-up comedian. She had tours. I think she opened for Martin Lawrence in 2020. Okay. And she headlined her own tour in 2024, gaining revenue to ticket sales and merchandise. Okay. She's on social media, influencer deals. She got 5.8 million followers on Instagram, plus YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, allowing her to earn substantial income through sponsored content and brand partnership. That's a big way to make money on social media. If y'all don't know, like I said, collaborations include Nike, Foot Actions, Savage X Fenty, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, Puma, Maybelline, Unicorn Universe, and more. So you get their followers, you get them followers, you can maintain followers and viewers. People will come at you and ask you to like show off their stuff. I think I got one email not too long ago. I don't know how legit it is, but somebody wanted me to like, I guess, promote a book. I talk about books all the time anyway. I like promote a book and they would give me like so much money. Once they make so much money, I just gotta read the book, talk about it, this and the third. Like I said, I don't know how legit that is. I looked it up and like I said, I don't know, but but that's how it goes. Once and I got like, just hit like cross 2,000 followers. Thank y'all. Subscribers. Thank y'all for subscribing. Woo, trying to move up slowly but surely. But anywho, the more subscribers you get, the more the more views you get, what I'm saying, you'll get people that'll come and want you to promote their products and they'll pay you for it. So I get it. Entrepreneur ventures, merchandise, you got B Simone Beauty, got a foot, faith over fear. That's shoes, I guess. Publishing, she wrote a book, she got a podcast, got an app, she's developing her own app right now, which she's currently investing earnings into. You got to spend money to make money. So understand that investment, according to reports, she has diversified into real estate, stock investment, startup funding, and sources like digital products and motivational speaking gigs. Estimated net worth ranges from $2 to $4 million. That's $2 to $4 million more than I have. Some sources cite 3.5 or 4 million monthly income over 15,000. Annual earnings from TV, social media tours, and business ventures are likely in the low to mid six-figure range. So she has money. She has money coming in. The thing about it is, as an investor, as somebody who's trying to make money to become comfortable, getting their 50s and 60s, want to be rich and be able to live a life that they want. She's investing in things. She's investing, like I said, in the app. So she putting the liquid money she got, and instead of going to Bloomingdale's. Now, the way she said I had to go to H&M, that I can understand that rub people the wrong way, because H&M, I ain't never been there, but I heard they got some good stuff. Hell, you buy what you can get. Hell, you know what I'm saying? I still go, where I go? Walmart to get my Dickies and t-shirts. Target, maybe. Target, you know what I'm saying? Maybe to get like t-shirts, stuff like that. If I see a nice pair of jeans like Levi's, I don't know where I get my Levi's at. My khakis, my slacks, I just get them where if I see a nice pair somewhere, a nice shirt, I just get it. I don't care where I get it from. Now, my shoes. I make one of my a Koyo person and a Hoka person, and got one pair of Nike Air Max that I had for so long that I'm surprised they still kicking. But that's how I am. I don't. But as a man, I don't care about that, man. Got nice watches and stuff, and they got plain watches. It don't matter. But I'm not really into all that specific name brand going to get it unless I know I want something of value and something that's made great, and I'm trying to go out and look good. Then I'll saying, concentrate on that more. But most time I just get what I get and move on. But like I said, with her, it's like she's had to change her lifestyle, move down to H&M. Who knows? Move down to I don't even know the department stores nowadays that are like famous for women. I just don't. I don't shop like that. Scrub shop. I buy a lot of scrubs because that's what I do. But other than that, I ain't really tripping on that, which is probably a blessing for me because, like I say, I can use more of that money to save and invest now, live a humble life. So when I'm hopefully in my mid 50s and 60s, I got the money to where I can, not be stressed out and be more comfortable. That's the goal. You want to make it when you're young, you kill yourself, you break your back to make that money, but you need to stack it instead of spending. Because once you get my age, and I mean, I say that all the time now, this on the floor nursing stuff, working all these hours, man, it's for young for any job. Makes it a lot of manual labor or labor jobs, man. That stuff is for young folk, man. When you get older, you need to be slowing down some because your body is gonna let you know that you shouldn't be doing this forever. I always said I'm not gonna be no 70-year-old nurse at a nursing home, can barely walk around the corner with knee replacement, hip replacements, trying to pay my grandbaby cell phone bills. I'm not doing that. By the time I'm that age, I better be comfortable. I can still be making money. And I say I'm going to retire, but I'm gonna be doing something different. And that's what B Simone is trying to do. You understand? Like she said, I've invested in this app, in this platform. I don't have the liquid. That's what entrepreneurs and people who trying to make money do. I got the money, but not yet. It's coming. So her money is in her app. So it's like, let's say if you made $1 million. Okay. Or let's say like this. Let's say it like this. Let's say you have goals of driving trucks. Okay. So you do the research, and let's say you gotta get certain licenses, and then you can buy your truck, and then you gotta get certain insurances, and all that will cost you, let's just say let's just say $50,000. I don't know. I ain't looked it up. So the $50,000, you straight, right? You can have whatever you need. You can start your truck company. So now you go to a job every day, hitting it 10, 12 hours a day, getting overtime, working 6, 7 days a week, and you save up $75,000. Or let's say say you got $75,000 you done saved up. So now now you got to take 50 of it and put it towards your trucking business. So you don't have the money, but you have it, but it's just not there yet because you just use it to invest in your future. So you use that money to put into your whole business, and now you out there running your business. Probably still got your other job, but you running this business. Probably got a driver, so you say the other 25,000 to help pay him, and whatever if need be, and whatever money you get from loads, you pay that driver while you still working your regular job to stay afloat, pay the bills. You working hard again. You don't have the money. Your money, all your money is in your investment. But once that money start kicking in and start paying back over time, maybe it be some years or couple years or so. Now everything's profit. Now you got the money, but then you say, "Hey, I'm making good money. I need a second truck and another driver." So what do? Instead of spending that money, you invest that money back into the company, right? And again, you invest back in the company, so you get the money to buy you another truck, be able to hire, the whole process again, be able to hire you another driver. So now the money again, you don't have it, but you do have it because your business can be worth maybe half a million, $1 million by this time. I'm just saying, but you ain't got $1 million in your pocket. That's all B Simone is saying. Don't mean she broke. It's just that she doing what you ain't trying to do, and that's hustle and better her life. So when she getting her 50s and 60s, she ain't begging for money. She ain't still asking you for gas money. Still ain't asking you, can she sleep on your couch? Give me a little money for food because I gotta help pay my grandbabies over, and I just want to give them a little something to eat. Uh, hey, my daughter, my sons, I gotta pay, his cell phone bill. No, that ain't what she doing. So I mean, you got to have a different mindset. Again, the problem is really that whole Bloomingdale and H&M is what I think got some people, panties in a bunch. So now they want to call her broke. Hell, everybody who called her broke was probably broke themselves. Much like the backlash B. Simone faced when many called a lack of empathy toward her bestie, Shakina, even her coming to the realization that she was uncomfortable with witnessing her wins over time. What? People also dragged her for the Bloomingdale's versus H&M comparison. So she's a hater. So when her friend, and see what I'm saying, but her friend went through it. Like she said, I guess God had to put it through. Her friend went through it, going through the problem, but I bet you it made her friend a better person, more humble. Not a person that's gonna sit there and say, "Man, I gotta go to H&M. I can't go to Bloomingdale's no more." But her friend don't say that. Her friend understands. He done been through it, so now she know what it takes to get it, and I think she's gonna be better for it. But B. Simone was what? Uncomfortable with witnessing her wins? What kind of crap is that? That's jacked up. Quote, Bloomingdale's versus H&M, people are starving. Girl, shut up, wrote one person in the comments on the Shade Room's Instagram post where the clip was shared. On X, actor O'Shea Jackson Jr., you mean Ice Cube son? Okay. Chimed in, resharing the clip with a response that said, H&M got some good stuff. WTH LMAOO. This isn't the first time B. Simone has been in the spotlight for actions that have rubbed people the wrong way in 2023. People question her decision to charge fans for exclusive access to witness her as she grieved the loss of her friend Jackie O. Like I say, I'm not really a fan of her. Like, she's done some things that's questionable. I don't think she reads the room. I don't think she has an ounce of empathy in her body, which, I mean, if that's her personality, that's her personality. I mean, it is what it is. But I just wanted to speak on her and saying that she had what she's doing is what everybody needs to be doing when it comes to making money. And that's investing in herself, stacking some bread, and in that investment is when that investment starts creating a return, investing back into that investment to make it grow. It's kind of like having stocks, buying stocks, and you can use the like every quarter you get paid a dividend, but you can put that dividend, have a dividend put back into the stock so you can have more shares. And so when the next dividend pops up, you will get a bigger, a larger chunk. Like let's say you got a stock for, just throwing numbers up to $10 and you get a 1% dividend, which is a lot for 10% for $10. But let's say you get like I don't know. Let's say you get like a 1% uh dividend every quarter. So if you got $10, what's that? 10 cent you get. Now you can either cash that 10 cent out, or you can use that 10 cent and put it back and just to buy more stock. So that way, when the next time you come around, you have 10.1 cents, something like that. You're like, oh, that ain't much, but if you keep putting that money back, investing it back into that stock, it'll grow and grow. And then, like I said, over years, what I'm saying, you get the compound interest, and man, you'll have a lot of money. But anywho, started early. Don't start too late. Just start investing and diversifying your portfolio in your early to mid 20s. So when you get to your 40s and 50s, you have a nice 7-figure nest egg that you just keep investing in and just let it sit and watch it grow. So anyway, she's doing the right thing with her money. She just, I don't know. She just, something just wrong with the way she thinks. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Have intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. Now, if you like to support us financially, you can always give super thanks, super chats, super stickers, or go to that description box. There are a couple of links there. We got Zelle and Cash App where you can help support us that way. Now, if you like something tangible for your dollars, which a lot of people do, you can go to marlonmorale.com or just simply hit the the product video, clips links below. God, what the hell am I doing? Click the products below. Check out all our luxury items. You will not be disappointed. We got fragrances that last all day. We got beard products, silk products, handbags, much more. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.